What's going on? Welcome to our new weekly show, Player's Choice Flex Night. We're pretty excited. We've been working on it for a little while. It's really just all about cards and memorabilia and all stuff that we have come through the shop. Some of our collectors have just amazing pieces that are hidden away forever you're never going to see. So we're like trying to sweet talk them, and we can see into their basement and their collections. Some guys are proud to show stuff off, and some guys we've kind of got to borrow with maybe a bunch of written legal work and insurance just so we can get their cards on the air. We're really working on it. We're looking for ideas. If you guys watch this and have ideas, good or bad, let us know things you'd like to see. This is our first show. Really what it's about is just showing off cool stuff. We're missing the card shows. We're missing the people. We're missing everybody. The whole COVID thing's kind of got the store and stuff all almost on lockdown. So it's just different pieces that we have. Some of this stuff you're going to see is available. Some of it is not. Remember, this is probably more stuff that the advanced collector's going to have, or people that have been collecting a long time, or investors. So don't get disappointed if you see a 9 or a 10 or something cool and you've got a 1 or 2. That's where we all started off. I've got some cards tonight that, I remember my neighbor when I was younger, he had Ray Bork rookie cards, and I'd asked to go over to his house to see Ray Bork rookie cards, and now we probably have 20 or 30 in stock. So it just depends on where you are in collecting. Again, just look at stuff, enjoy stuff. We're going to try our best, make things work. I've been collecting a long, long time. Probably since I was about 3 or 4. My mom bought me my first pack of hockey cards, and then when I was an early teenager, my stepdad and I were buying hockey cards, and my mom's like, hey, you're going to have to start selling some if you want to buy some more. It just got too expensive. I learned at an early age, if I could sell on eBay, probably 96 or 97, I started selling cards on eBay and working my way up. And some stuff I've had for a long time, some stuff I've just got recently, lots of different stuff we've had in the shop. So I guess probably we'll just get to it. I'll show you some stuff. This first show is going to be about more cards and just kind of different pieces, and leading into stuff. We're going to be talking about soccer and basketball, football, baseball. It's not only hockey. So if you see something that's not up your alley, just stay tuned or let us know, hey, I'd like to see more soccer cards. One thing I know we have planned for sure is we're going to have guests on the show, like I said, but we're also going to have our PSA and our Beckett submission reveals. So when we get 200 graded cards in or 150 graded cards in the shop, I want to be able to open the boxes with you guys and show you the stuff as we get them. I know I'll be sad or mad on some of the stuff, and you'd be super happy on some of the stuff. That's just the way it works. When I was a younger kid, growing up, I was born in 1980. Mary Lemieux was always one of my favorite players. So I'm going to start right now. I'm going to show you guys a couple Mary Lemieux rookies. I bring this up because we actually have, these are 2 different PSA 9s and a Beckett 9 in inventory right now. So I'm going to just put these on the other camera here for you so you can see them. So these are what the PSA 9s and the Beckett 9s. And we've actually got about 14 or 15 Lemieux out at grading right now. So I'm looking forward to getting that batch back. We can sit down and go through maybe all the different Lemieux, and you can see the different grades and the tendencies. And we really want to teach people what's the difference between a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6. And sometimes, to be honest with you, we're not even sure why the graders chose that. We've got an awesome Gretzky special coming up, where we've got 14 different Gretzky rookies. I sit down with my friend Mike, and we're going to go over all the different Gretzky rookies. He's going to bring one that I've never seen before. We're going to see where it would fit in with the grading, and we're also going to see what the difference is in those different grades between Beckett and PSA. So that's a PSA 9 there. Here's a Beckett 9, so you can see the difference. They're all clean cards, nice cards. We're trying to do this today without the shine on the camera for you. But you can see that the Beckett card, they'll actually show, if it's the Beckett grading, what the subgrades are on it. And the PSA doesn't show that. So if you're, that collector that always wonders why, PSA tends to be more vintage based. A lot of vintage collectors collect PSA, where a lot of newer collectors do Beckett. I tend to like my 89 and back in PSA, and the newer stuff in Beckett. We're going to get into, probably a show or two about that later on. Again, we want to do this a weekly show, so if you have questions and stuff based on that, let us know. So Mary Lemieux is one of my favorite guys. If you're wondering, the population on those Beckett 9s is only 160 on the Beckett 9s, but there's, what's it say here, 566 PSA 9s. So So there's quite a few more PSA 9s out there as more people are doing the vintage. I've been chasing a PSA 10 for quite a while. They're worth probably about 25 to 30,000 for a PSA 10. And again, the PSA 9s are probably only about 3,500 bucks, 4,000 bucks, somewhere in there. And crazy, about maybe only a month or two ago, they were really only like $1,000 or $2,000. The Lemieux is a card that I highly recommend you add to your collection at any grade, and just it's gonna go up. Like, it's just a good card and a super undervalued card. Another card, favorite card of mine from the 80s is Steve Eiserman. I've got a PSA 9 and a PSA 10 here. I'll show you the PSA 10. We'll put it out there. That's a PSA 10 Eiserman. The population on, I've got these written down. I can't remember this off by the top of my mind, but there's only 114 10s and there's 643 9s. So I'm going to put that up there, the 10. We're going to get it so we can compare cards side by side. Eventually, we'll make it work on this thing. We're just kind of starting off. But I'm going to put that 10 up there, and then I'm going to put this 9 up here. And to the naked eye, there's really not, if you're looking at that, there's really not a lot of difference in that 9 to 10. This 10's a little centered a little better, and it might be a little cleaner edges. But really, when you're getting into that 9 and 10 range, it's quite a different. Again, this card's exploded in the last little while. 84-85 is known to be one of the higher print runs of the 80s sets. They ran a lot of contests and promotions, and the top set is highly, highly overproduced, the Topps Eiserman. So if you have a choice between the OPG or the Eiserman, OPG or Topps Eiserman to add to your collection, do yourself a favor, spend a little extra money, add the OPG. You won't be sorry. That stuff's just going to keep going up and up. Again, there's the 9. Now that you saw the 9, you see the 10. It is a little cleaner card, a little crisper. The centering is a little bit better on that. Another favorite card I have, probably one of the most undervalued cards, I believe, of the whole 80s. Here's a Patrick Waugh rookie card. So here's an 8. I probably have about 15 or 20 8s in stock. I'm really banking on Waugh collectors starting to realize how undervalued his Patrick Waugh rookie card is, especially when you compare them to like the McDavids and the new guys today and Lundqvist and stuff like that. Like, really, like, even any of those goalie cards, the Waugh stuff is just, it's so undervalued. So here's a PSA 10. This is a card in my collection I do not want to sell, really. I think it's currently super undervalued. There's not a lot of them out there. I'm going to put that there so you can see it. Hopefully that looks good there. So there's only 40, or sorry, where are we at here with the Waughs? There's only, what's that say? 86 10s. So there's only 86 10s. Sorry, my writing's so small here. And there's 541 9s. So there is a huge jump between the 9s and the 10s of the Patrick Waugh card. I don't expect you to go out and buy a card like this. It's probably going to run you like $8,000 to $10,000. Some of the recent sales, even this summer, were only $3,000 or $4,000. I was saying to a friend today, I would buy all 86 of them if they're $3,500 or $4,000. I would take them all. That's how undervalued I think these cards are. You can still buy the 7s really cheap. 8s are running about $500 Canadian right now. All the prices on the show, we're going to talk about Canadian dollars. We're in Canada. Sorry, Americans, you'll have to do the crossover. 500 Canadian, maybe about 325 US, somewhere in there, 400 US with the current dollar exchange. So this is one of my favorite cards in the collection for sure. If you're wondering why we're not talking about Gretzky, again, we've got that huge Gretzky show coming up where we got like 14 Gretzkys. That stack you're actually seeing in the background is all Gretzkys there. I've even got a 9 to show you guys. So we'll show you some of the big differences in that stuff. We're not going to be talking just all hockey, but we do have a time and a place we're going to talk about Connor McDavid and other hockey players as well. But we are going to jump into baseball, basketball, football. Here's just a couple of cool Connor cards if you checked in to see what we got for Connor cards. There's one of his clear-cut rookies, 9.5. I won't spend too much time on Connor today because we will. I don't know if that one's going to show up in the camera there. Is that good? That's a super cool one. That's a 9.5 hard-signed Gretzky and McDavid, number 1 of 25. That's a beauty, that's for sure. Here's this retro ultimate rookie. I'm sorry if you see me staring away from the camera. I'm trying to make it fit in that little box for you there. There's Connor McDavid, 175 ultimate rookie. This is one of the favorite ones I've got recently. There's the buyback auto. It's a tough one to see, 17 of 25. So that's his Upper Deck Young Gun buyback. If you don't know what a buyback is, they go back out in the market and acquire the rookies that were inserted into packs or dealers are out there. They'll take that card, they'll get it back to the player, they'll sign them, they'll put them in the neat sealed case and put them back out in the market. So we will be probably having a show strictly on McDavid. We've got a couple collectors that are absolutely obscene with how much McDavid stuff they have. If or not they're willing to say or show it or whatever, that's a different point. We're going to try to get it. Another guy we're watching pretty closely these days is Ovechkin. You got to watch him. I mean, if he catches Gretzky's goal record, his stuff is going to be crazy, crazy hot. So Ovechkin is really hot on the market. This is a hobby ice rookie out of 99. It's a Beckett 10 too, so that doesn't help. Current retail on that's probably about 20 grand if you're wondering. That's a beauty for sure. And I think it's got nowhere but to go up on that. Baseball stuff. Acuna we're watching. We're buying a lot of Acuna cards these days. This is a cool card. This is a PSA 10 Acuna. That's the bat down card. That's the bat down card of Acuna. That's a beauty. Another guy that we are watching highly is Mike Trout. So here's a Mike Trout rookie card. There's his update. That's the best player in baseball by all standards, all people. They all say that the current player, maybe best ever, is Mike Trout. So there's a PSA 10 of his update rookie. Here's a couple of 9s. That PSA 10 was only selling for about 1,500 Canadian in March. Now it's about $5,000 or $6,000. These Beckett 9s are fetching. I think I've got about 4 or 5 of these left. They're about 1,500 to $2,000, somewhere in there on the Trout cards. Again, if you're looking for a baseball investment, you want to spend in around a couple grand, you're not going to go wrong with the Mike Trout cards. Super, super monster cards. A little bit more of a gamble, a little bit more of a risk. There's this guy, Jason Dominguez. He's brand new. He hasn't even played a game in the majors yet. This guy is ripping it up in the minors when they had ball. Everybody's super excited. They want to get him in the Yankees. He is in the Yankee system. They want to get him out and playing. It's a little more of a gamble, though, because he hasn't played. So if you see this guy crawling up the charts or whatever, don't forget that we told you Jason Dominguez is a good lookout for baseball prospects for sure. Basketball, Luka. We're all over Luka Doncic. Some of the stuff we've got of Luka right now, there's autograph Spectra. There's an autograph Spectra Luka. I know some of this stuff, Luka, I know some of this stuff is not going to show up on the camera very well because it's shiny. There's this Prism rookie. There's a 9.5 Prism rookie there. Again, that card was like $30 last year, $40 last year, and it's probably like $1,500 now. So don't think that if you're just got to buy the high-end stuff right away. You can buy cheap stuff and pan out on it. There's a guy you guys have probably heard of named Zion Williamson. He was the #1 draft pick in basketball this year. He started off with an injury, and they didn't quite do well in the playoffs. But he is a guy that we should be watching for sure. Everybody's like a young superstar in the league, and he's driving basketball sales without a doubt. This guy is extremely hot right now. There's a Galactic Trae Young. That one's not going to show very well at all, but it's a Galactic Trae Young. Super rare to be the Galactic. The Luka version of that is a monster card. I've been holding this one for a little while now. It's only worth about $6,500, $7,000 right now. But I think that card could really, really take off. Again, if you've got Trae Young in your collection, just hold right now unless you need the money. Giannis, an unbelievable guy. 2 MVPs in a row. Giannis, this is a 9.5 SP authentic autograph game film. This 9.5. I know that card is unbelievable. I don't even know how many they made of that. The print run is really low on that one. Again, another card we're holding right now. I'm going through these really fast. I just kind of want to show you some of the bigger stuff that's out there. I've got a few beauties sitting here. We're just talking about basketball. You can't go wrong without Michael Jordan. So there's an 8.5 and a 5.5 Jordan here. These are graded Fleer rookie cards of Michael Jordan. If you can add one to your collection, you should have done it before the last dance because this stuff spiked like crazy. But if you need to add one now and you got a little bit of money, they're not cheap. This 5.5 is probably $5,000-ish, somewhere in there. And they just go up from there. We sold a 10 maybe 10 years ago for $6,000 or $7,000, and I saw one just sell for like $110,000 the other day. So sometimes it hurts when you see what that stuff does. But again, on the investment potential, you're never going to go wrong with the GOATs of all time. We've even got the memorabilia from Upper Deck Authenticated. This is a serial numbered 1 out of 88, autographed by Michael. We've got some jerseys. We've got all the UDA stuff available from Michael Jordan. Again, if you're interested in that, let us know. It's not cheap. I'm telling you, it's not cheap at all, but it is a great product and something to invest in, especially if you're looking just for one basketball guy. Who's better than Michael Jordan? I have got those soccer cards I told you about. Lionel Messi. This new guy, Mbappe, is ripping it up. There's a Lionel Messi autograph. That's a 9.5 from Prism. That's a gorgeous card. Again, I'm going to fly through these pretty quick because we're trying to keep these shows kind of short, but we are going to revisit some of these cards. This is PSA 10 Mbappe. I've got 3 or 4 of those left. The PSA 10 Mbappe. Again, buy your soccer cards before the next World Cup. All this stuff is going to crawl. There's a PSA 10, and just to compare it, there's a Beckett 9.5. So you can't, the Beckett 9.5 and the PSA 10, it's pretty much on the day they're at the graders. There's the decision to be made. Sometimes there's a little difference on a card. Sometimes there's not. Just depends on who you sent it to, why, and where kind of thing of the value-wise. We've got, what am I saving for last? So I guess you can't go wrong with this. Here's a 52 Mickey Mantle. There's a 1952 Mickey Mantle. It's only a 3.5, you say, but unfortunately, I can't afford in the other ones. An 8 just sold for like 2.4 million US. Some of the Mickey Mantles in this card, this is a crazy value card, a high dollar card now. This is going to a new home and it has been sold. The buyer was just happy and nice enough to leave it with us to show you guys. Gorgeous card. If had people come in and even want to take their pictures with the Mickey Mantle like that, because you just don't see them very often. They just don't appear. It's a 52 Mantle. I'm going to be sad to see it go. Another guy that we are high on around here for sure, we're Seahawks fans, don't hate us, is Russell Wilson. These cards are unbelievable. These are the National Treasures, Russell Wilsons. These are out of 99. We've got 3 of them here in stock right now. We've got 2 9.5s and a 9 of the Russell Wilsons. These cards have been just absolute monsters as of late. I mean, he's 6-1 now. He shouldn't have lost the last game against Arizona. They're ripping it up. They could win the Super Bowl this year. To put it in perspective, the Mahomes of this 9.5, like when they won the Super Bowl, I think it was about $125,000 that they sold for. We've currently got the 9 up on eBay for $60,000 OBO. The 9.5 would probably put you in that $80,000 to $85,000 range. And again, if you're just watching this, I know I've got friends and family watching this who are like, what the frick? Cards are worth that much? If you're an investor or you know the industry, this stuff is absolutely crazy. This is another beauty too that just came in. There's the autograph 1/1 laundry tag rookie Russell Wilson. So that's a really nice card. That's a 1/1. It's the only one in the world. It's a guy we're watching anyways on a weekly basis. And I always tell investors, if you can invest in somebody that you like watching or enjoy, it makes it so much easier than something that you don't care about. So that's probably why we're so happy with the Seahawks stuff. This is another favorite of mine right now, Lamar Jackson. I know he's not ripping it up like he should be, but this guy's still young and unbelievable, and his stuff has got nowhere to go up. So again, you don't have to buy the $8,000 and $10,000 and $12,000 cards. You could start at the $100 or $50 cards. You might not get the rookies of the guys. Just look for serial number stuff or low print stuff, or if you can get the autograph stuff, it's a big deal. We're going to come back to all that stuff on future episodes. Again, we're just showing you. I do want to end the show on this special card. It's a card that's, I love it. It's one of my favorite cards. It's this guy right here, Bobby Orr. There's his rookie card. So this is a rookie card. It's PSA 8. So this is a PSA 8 Bobby Orr rookie card. Does that fit in the picture there? That looks good. There's only 46 PSA 8s out there, and there's only 1 9. So whoever's got the 9, I don't know. I've never seen it. There is no 10s. This is as close as it gets to owning the best Bobby Orr card in the world. It's a PSA 8. It's a beautiful card. I mean, really, if you're looking at that, it's a little off center. The edges are good. The centering's good. The picture's good. It's a great, great card. I'm going to be sad to see that one go. It is a special card, and it's going to be one of those cards. You guys are probably even going to remember 10 years from now when you see that card sell for $300,000 or $400,000 or whatever stupid number it'll sell for. You'll be like, hey, I remember that guy had that one on that internet show. So anyways, this is kind of what we're going to do. We're just going to run cool items and shows and memorabilia and pieces. We've got players' rings. We've got game used jerseys. We've got sticks. We've got all this different stuff. We get asked all the time. We can't bring it to shows. We can't do whatever. That's what we want to do. Again, send your questions and everything with us. We're looking forward to the Gretzky show with Mike. We've got it. I think we're going to try to film it every Tuesday, or we're going to be out there every Tuesday on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and everywhere we can. Katie does a really good job with that at the store. We just want to make collecting better for all of us. Cheers, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your night.